All right, just wrapped up I don't really know actually the distance, probably about a 27-kilometer long run, about 13 weeks outside of the Calgary Marathon. This is one of hopefully many logs highlighting the training process for you guys. Now, today's run was a 2 hour and 20-minute long run. I don't know the exact pace that's supposed to be. It's more off like heart rate or RPE, if you guys know what that is. RPE, if you don't know what that is, it's a rating of perceived exertion. So if you're running really, really fast and you can't talk to somebody, that's like a high RPE. Maybe like a 10 out of 10 is like you're ready to puke, 9, 8, etc., etc. So the pace today actually didn't feel that hard. Like I don't know what I ran. I'll punch the calculations after and I'll put it in this video. I broke my Garmin, so I'm running Freebird right now, no watch. But it works out to be probably about, I'm guessing around a 5:30, 5:45, I'm guessing was my pace. Probably 25 to 27K is my guess. Ran for about 2 hours, 30 minutes yesterday. Yeah, so it's been quite the training process so far. It's been pretty good. It's been probably 3 years at least since I've had a spark like this to train. Kind of the goal and the idea is to now, for the next 13 weeks or so until the Calgary Marathon, is to do a purposeful cut. And for the first time ever, to actually follow like a meal plan, which will kind of allow me to, one, forge the discipline muscle a little bit more. But two, I've never actually done a good job of really documenting everything that like I'm eating and how it feels when I run or train. So to give you a tiny bit of backstory, I do nutrition coaching with some clients. Like that's something I do for a living. And you might not know this, but like in the running world, if you're not like a huge endurance athlete, it's very common that a lot of triathletes and runners will get something called GI issues or GI distress, which is gastrointestinal. It means their stomach's upset. Likely they have like diarrhea or they're puking or they get cramps. It's a really common reason a lot of people don't finish races. So yeah, working with this nutrition coach who works with all bodybuilding clients really for like bodybuilding shows, but it translates well to endurance sports actually, as we were chatting on the phone today, because they manipulate water levels and they manipulate sodium levels, which if you're a runner, if you're an endurance athlete or you're a triathlete, your electrolyte levels are so important because people don't realize, and I don't have a physiology background or I'm not a registered dietitian, so bear with me that these explanations might be rudimentary, like my knowledge of the subject, but the way I've learned to understand it is our muscles kind of are like, I don't know, like pumps or something. And in order for them to be able to contract and pump, they need the right balance of electrolytes, which is sodium. It's, potassium, I believe magnesium, maybe. Don't quote me on all that, but definitely sodium, potassium are definitely in there. I think magnesium as well. So in the bodybuilding world, they play with sodium levels and water levels to make you look more vascular or more full in your muscles or bigger or leaner or all these things. And in the triathlon world, in the running world, as you sweat, you lose electrolytes. So balancing the amount of water and the amount of electrolytes you have, it's kind of like, imagine a teeter-totter when you were a kid, right? And this is a rant, but I think it makes sense, is if I'm doing a race or a run right now, if I'm running today and I drink 4 liters of water and my teeter-totter goes like this, if I don't take any sodium, my body's gonna make me urinate like crazy to try and lower my water levels to balance me out again. But if I were to do the opposite and I took in absolutely no fuel when I'm running and I'm taking in a ton of salty snacks, it's like when imagine you eat popcorn and you're at like a hockey game or you're watching a movie and you're eating a ton of popcorn. What happens is you're getting so much sodium, but you're not getting water. And then now your body, what happens? You get thirsty. It craves water because it wants to bring you back to homeostasis, back to that level teeter-totter. So super fired up to work with Rob and to dial in on my nutrition for the next 13 weeks because, right now, my knee is, I hurt my knee last summer playing soccer, and it's been like a 5 to 6 month rehab process now of like, it's never been that bad, but it's just like, you might relate to this, but it's like when you've played competitive sports your whole life. Like I played high level soccer, football, all these different sports, and you're always kind of tweaking your body and always like a little injured. But if you've had a catastrophic injury before, which I had 2 surgeries on my left knee, I tore my ACL and my meniscus. You know when your body's just not right. You kind of learn to, and 14 years of weight training now for me, like you start to realize when something's not right in your body, and just that deep bend in the knee, that deep knee flexion, something's just not right there. But it's cool because it's like week over week, and I have a really awesome team of people around me right now helping me, like care professionals, coaches. The last maybe month or so, a lot of things have been firing. It's been clicking for me, guys. Like it's like yesterday, I'll put a video here, like I'll overlay it or something if I remember. If not, then sorry, I'm just...
Let's go. Push, 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 push. 1, 2. Come on, up, 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 go. Last one. Yeah. Go, go, go. 1. Push, push, push. 2.
I pulled 500 pounds for the first time yesterday on deadlifts, and I did 6 reps on it. It was a cluster set, 2, 2, 2. But I never in my life have pulled 500 pounds. And I'm 27 years old, coming off an injury, you know, in a different part of the country and stuff, which I think that has nothing to do with it. But to like be rehabbing your body and to now be training to attempt to qualify for the Boston Marathon. So last year ran a 3-hour, 12-minute marathon, my first road marathon, in a race. And then now this year, trying to shave at least 12 minutes off. Goal time would be like more like 2 hours, 55 minutes, which is really ambitious, of course. So it's like, I know it's like, I'm not going to win races, all that stuff. That's fine, whatever. But like, to know that you're like just a rolling tank, it's a good fucking feeling. So I don't know. I'm going to, like, again, this is my pledge to you. There's not many of you guys right here watching this, but really going to try and do a better job of just being honest and just not posturing and just show you what behind the scenes what I'm doing. And if you're not interested in a dude running ultra marathons and lifting heavy weight and dieting down, like kind of bodybuilding, like basically bodybuilding, powerlifting / triathlon running, that kind of stuff. If that doesn't interest you, I'm probably not your dude. And that's cool. Like there's no hard feelings. The next little bit is going to be a lot around, I guess, the training, of course, because that's going to ramp up. But also the food is what interests me the most right now, because I don't know about you guys, like maybe you have, but like, do you know, like, are you hitting your protein goal right now? How about, are you sticking consistently with a plan that serves your goals without having a blowout when you feel stressed? Because I emotionally eat. I do. I told that to the coach today. I said I've never successfully been able to like long term like put the discipline muscle on and not like cave in certain moments. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Like, fuck, come on, you're human. Gonna go to a movie tonight and muck like 3,000 calories of like popcorn and chocolate and fucking chicken. But it really excites me to learn a new skill and to go to a depth or an area that I've never been. You know, some of you maybe you watching this, like, do you have ambitions? Do you have desires in your life? Do you have unmet potential that you see do you see yourself as a different person than you are now? Because I do, and it tortures me a lot of the time. But the one thing I can realize, and I haven't put a fucking camera in my face like this in forever, is when I do stuff like this, like the run today, it was pretty tough. And yesterday, like really hard deadlift day. It makes me feel so alive when I'm in pursuit of this like bigger, better version of me and doing uncharted territories. It's like they say the path to heaven is through hell. It's like, yeah. All right, that's enough for now. But yeah, this is a little diary leading up to the Boston Marathon. This is the very, very beginning of the cut. I have actually, I can probably, I'll put that in here. I have a body composition appointment with my coach on Monday. So that sounds like a good starting point for this series. All right, guys, I need to shower and I need to eat because I am going out, probably going to eat some Korean fried chicken today. I'm thinking, here's a meal I'm thinking. Korean fried chicken sandwich with fries, and then get to the movie, going to see that new Bob Marley movie tonight, eat a little edible, and it's the fancy theater where they bring the drinks and the concession stuff to your table. So I'm thinking eat a little edible after the fried chicken and sandwich and fries, or maybe before. And then go to the theater, maybe get Subway cookies on the way to the theater to bring in, and then go popcorn loaded with butter, and then probably chocolate and a beer. I'll get a beer while I'm there. Maybe like a Rickards Red or something. Yeah, that's going to be the move. All right. Eat your protein. Do your training. Crush it. Body fat? What was that last time? Like 11 something?
You were 7.2 on the UHAS formula.
7 no fucking right.
Oh no, we didn't do that. UHAS formula is like an athletic formula. But we did Paris Cola, which is a bit different. So I guess we can't really compare these two because they're different formulas.
Yeah, but wasn't my, I think last time you said that my body fat was like
11.7.
Okay, yeah. I'm guessing near there. Maybe 12.1.
So on the UHAS formula, which tends to favor athletes, it's 7.8%. Or sorry, it's built for athletes.
Yeah.
So it thinks that you're about 8% body fat.
That seems low, but
it kind of, I always find it kind of goes a little bit low, but let me see if there's any of the same skin folds from your first to your
if
second.
I was 70, I'd have a lot more vascularity in my legs.
Triceps
Historically speaking.
is about 6. Yeah, your tricep skin folds are about the same. Proximal calf, 16, 8. Proximal calf. Yeah, your skin folds look about the same on the same sites that we did, but we just did 2 different measurements. I like this one more than the other one because it does more sites. But I would say good job.
Cool. So, boss lady, is this gonna catch me? Maybe. Boss lady thinks it is. Carla, tell us what is it?
I think you're 7.8%.
7.8%.
Yeah.
Epic.